Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope you're enjoying your weekend and you've enjoyed the Sunday. It was a bit of a mad one yesterday. We'll talk about the game. We're going to talk about some stats, thoughts and feelings about the game. There's some good things, there's some bad things to talk about as well. We will talk about the refereeing performance as well, which was not the best, to say the least. Let's jump in. Obviously, if you aren't aware, Spurs played yesterday. We won 2-1 at home to Sheffield United. It was a game where I felt we started slowly, and I thought we did get better as the game went on. I felt like at times it felt like we were trying to score like the perfect goal in a weird way. Like there was, we always tried to play that extra pass, which is always normally what you want, but sometimes put your foot through it and see what happens. Sometimes keeper might spill it. Sometimes the rebound happens, corners, all that jazz. When I tell you some of the stats and you look at them, you go, good Lord, how is it only 2-1? It was one of those that the keeper, Wes Foderingham for Sheffield United, he'd woke up and had his beans that morning, I can tell you that. He was on it. He had a great game. A lot of time wasting. He knew what he was doing, so fair play. I'm not going to slag him off for it because all teams time waste. If they're 2-1 up with a few minutes to go, even Man City will time waste. It is no different. One thing I did find very interesting was one of the commentators. I had overheard him say, "God, you'd be a brave referee to give the keeper a second yellow for time wasting because he'd already been booked for handling the ball outside the box." And I said, "Well, no, but that's part of the game. If you're going to time waste and the referee deems that you've been doing it too much, you've taken the piss really. The booking should be there regardless if it's first or second. So consistency would be nice on that front." You see the Sheffield United manager, angry about the refereeing performance. I can't lie. I thought he was terrible for Spurs as well. I'm not going to sit there and say that he was awful for Sheffield United. He wasn't better for us. I think overall he didn't have a good game at all. I think he lost control of the game sometimes. And I think the one thing I would remember, I would always try and make you guys remember, if you're giving out bookings quite early on for quite insignificant things, it only opens up those can of worms later on in the game where you're just going to have to start booking everyone and everyone. One, a totting up process of other fouls. Secondly, because you've probably given something that's not as much of a booking, so you have to give this one a booking, So that's why I always try and respect refs to try and keep the cards in the pocket. Look, if it's a bad foul or a totting up process of 3 or 4 fouls, time wasting, fine. A booking, I'm all for. But this ref, I think, was just, he was just like, look, if we get more and more bookings, it's more and more money that has to go to the FA. So, yeah, go on then. Here's another one. You have one. You have one. You have one. You were all having bookings. I think even I got booked at one point. I was here at home going, how am I getting booked? What have I done? Terrible. But anyway, let's talk about it. So, in this game, it's quite laughable. Spurs had 28 shots at goal with 10 on target. Sheffield United had 7 with 5 on target. So their ratio was really good. Can I just say, their goal came from a long throw-in, little flick on, goes towards the back post, unmarked, beautiful strike, hit in off the post. It was a really well-taken finish. You can't hide away from that. That was a bit of an annoying one, that one, because I think when we look at really the game as a whole, they scored in the 73rd, 74th minute. You got about 20 minutes to go really, and you've got to try and get 2 back. The fact we only got the first of the 2 back 25 minutes after their goal on the 98th minute, it was the latest possible time that a team has come back from losing to win. The time before that was Spurs last year against Leicester, so we're breaking our own records in a good way, which is nice. My anxiety, stress, and heart palpitations could have thought of maybe getting that win wrapped up nice and early doors, but hey, that's not what Spurs do, and that's not what Spurs do as well. 71% possession to Sheffield United's 29. We did really dominate this game. Not winning would have been a travesty, but we definitely deserved to win this game. And one thing I would say is I was impressed with certain players playing well. I thought Basuma was very good. Very good carrier of the ball. Really, you're starting to see a player that will take on more and more players and run past them and have that confidence. And for us, having that confidence in him to be on the ball. I thought the attacking three, I thought Kulusevski was probably the best of the starting three of the attacking three. Wasteful at times, definitely hasn't. I think Kulu's left foot is unreal. His right foot is, it's just not great. I know he scored with the right foot, but every time you watch him go to that byline, try and cut that ball back with the right foot, it looks like Bambi on ice. It's something. It's not a great thing to see, but the thing is, it's so effective because people are so aware of his left foot that when he finally goes down on the right, everyone goes, "Oh, right, that's one of the two times he's going to go down the right." Geez, it actually creates quite a good opportunity. I thought Solomon had flashes, but very wasteful shooting. Good Lord. I think I found one of his shots in my back garden, by the way. It was something else. And I thought Son was, I'm not going to say a passenger, because that's not the right thing to say, but you know what I mean? It just didn't feel like he was in the game. And this is the key thing everyone talks about, strikers. In that striker role, he wasn't at the races. It didn't work for him. I think we probably should have gotten the ball to him a bit better or a bit quicker, but we didn't. And I think these things play a part when we talk about, do we want to get a striker in January? Do we want to get a striker next summer? These things do play a massive part. Defensively, I thought they kind of looked at Mickey van der Ven as a guy like, Romero's going to want to scrap. Romero's going to want to get in a headed battle. He's going to want to put himself about. Why don't we test the young boy out? Let's test out Mickey van der Ven. Let's put the ball up in the air near him. And McBurney was giving him all sorts of problems in the air. I thought Udogie was pretty good at left back again. I'm so impressed with him. I think he's been one of the best players for us this season. I really do. And I thought Pedro Porro was really good as well. Maybe for their goal, he probably could have been a bit more aware of the back post, but I'm not going to crucify him for that, for the goal. I thought with the ball, used the ball really well. Good delivery into the box. I thought he was one of the better players on the pitch from Pedro Porro. I really did. That turn, that Cruyff turn, where ball's coming into it, he hits the Cruyff turn with it. The guy goes sliding in, and he just goes, whoop, see you later. I sat there and went, that's outrageous. That is outrageous, because if that's a Neymar in his day or anything like that, that is going to be talked about for months. Because it's a right back at Spurs, they're not going to talk about it, But yeah, looking at how then we obviously got back into the game, Perisic corner, Richie's header, bullet header from the front post. I was so happy. Honestly, I don't know about you guys, I was so happy when he scored. Not because I wanted to get back in the game, but also just him as a person. You could tell there was that juice. When you things are going badly all game, you get that goal and there's that juice. The fans all, they're all giving it to you because they're all loud and, they're excited for potentially pushing on for that winner. But you could tell he, as a guy, it was chest out now. Right, let's have it sort of thing. And I thought, put himself about, slid in for challenges, really, I always call it dying for the cause. Run yourself into the ground. I know he came on as a sub, but you run yourself into the ground, die for the cause. Good little header. And actually, one thing I say about Richie is Richie gets his head on balls. But he's unreal from corners, to be fair, Richie. I do really rate his attacking prowess. And then obviously he actually gets the assist for the Kulusevski goal. So we win, Desi Udogie wins the ball back. They try and sort of this half clearance, half pass. He wins the ball back, ball into Perisic, who slides it across into Richie, who in turn slides it across one more. I think that everyone was like, here comes Kulu. He's going to try and cut it back onto his left hip, his left. He shifts it into his right, hits it through the guy's legs into near enough the top corner. Limbs. One word to sum all of that up was limbs. I was going mental. I was having a few gamma rays and I was absolutely going mental. He's unreal. Absolute limbs. More than deserved. We should have won. It should have been more. It should have been more comfortable. And one thing I would say going forward is you're going to need to be better than that against some of the big boys, because the big boys will find you out if you're not. And look, we're sitting in second in the league still, 2 points behind Man City, because Man City have got a robot and these freaky players decide, let's not get a win here, Oh no, actually we will get a win here because we don't want Spurs to be top. Just lads, let's have half an hour with it. God. But no, honestly, we're gonna have to be there. We've got obviously Arsenal this coming week. They obviously have got Champions League football in midweek, so you never know. Tired legs, injuries, whatever might happen in that time. we've got a whole week really to prep now for Arsenal. So we should be up for it. We should be fresh. We'll be energetic. You know, I think, I don't know, it should be something that we really embrace this now. Time between games, we should really embrace. And I think I've kind of said, like, give it till mid-October, maybe early November. You'll really see Ange Ball starting to hit fourth and fifth gear. I think we've only hit second or third gear. I think we will get much, much better. And I think once you get past these rubbish international breaks and we're getting into that sort of November time, I think you're going to really see a stride being hit. But hey, that's that. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below about your thoughts and feelings about the game. Tell me what you're happy with. Tell me what you weren't happy with. Tell me what excited you. Tell me what made you worried. Whatever it is, I want to know. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.